Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I just want to say thank you for all the views and subscribers and likes I've gotten so far. This has already turned into more of a thing than I thought it would. Even though it's only a couple hundred views, that's quite a bit for somebody who never posts on social media. So I thought I would do a quick video, and before I do that I want to give a shout out to my fiance. This is her illustrating this for me because you do not want me being the one drawing, trust me. So what is long drive? It's best described as the slam dunk contest of golf. You basically just hit the ball as far and as fast as you can, and if you do that enough, you'll win. So it's all on a grid. The grid's 500 yards, about 500 yards long, and it's exactly 60 yards wide. And so when you're hitting, you have to kind of stay within that box. You can go further than 500 yards. It's just very uncommon. And you get 6 to 8 balls in a minute and a half to hit those balls, and a little bit more if you get an 8-ball set, I believe. And so it's kind of one of those sports where when you come into it, you don't have all day to just sit there and hit as many balls as you want. You get 6 or 8-ball set, and that's it. You kind of let it all hang out. And I just want to explain about a few important aspects of the sport that it's kind of like based around, just a quick and dirty. You got your ball speed, club head speed, and we'll go over some of the equipment that is used. So your ball speed is obviously how fast the ball's going, and your club head speed is how quickly you swing the club. And those are kind of relative to each other. Your ball speed, for like an average person who's hitting the ball, that's not really average, but if you can hit the ball about 300 yards, your ball speed should be about 150 miles an hour. Now, long drive pro, or a PGA pro, somebody like Tiger Woods, their ball speeds on a driver will be anywhere from like 175 to 190 miles an hour. A long drive, professional long driver, their ball speed's going to be 200 to 225 miles an hour. Absolutely cooking. And with club head speed, your average person swings their driver probably 90 to 100 and maybe 110 miles an hour. The PGA pros, they're swinging their clubs in the 120s. That's kind of their sweet spot. And if you're into golf, you know who Bryson DeChambeau is. He's swinging his standard driver like 130 plus miles an hour, but he's a freak. A professional long driver, they're swinging their clubs easily 130 plus miles an hour all the way up to 155. Really the top pros, they're in the 145 to 152 category. And if anybody was curious about what my numbers are, my ball speed's about 200 and my club head speed's in the 130s. Depending on the simulator, I have seen a ball speeds from the mid 190s all the way up to 217 was the highest ball speed, and my club head speeds anywhere from like 135 all the way up to 156. So I don't really believe that. I just kind of go, on a TrackMan I got like mid 130s, so I'd stick to that for my club head speed. And for the equipment used, your standard driver that you would see like in golf and that's used on like in the pros and stuff, they're going to be like 44 inches up to 45 inches. They favor a shorter shaft because it gives you more control, and the maximum length that you can use in any golf tournament is 48 inches, and so long drive adheres to the same standards. So most guys use the longest shaft they can because the longer the club, the more club head speed you generate and the more ball speed that'll follow. And to talk about their driver head specifically, loft is a big aspect of the sport, especially depending on the weather conditions. But your regular driver is going to have about 9 to 12 degrees of loft. But if a long drive pro swung his club at 155 miles an hour and hit a 12-degree driver, it would go probably through the moon. It would just go straight up. So they use low loft. We like to use low loft because we get the penetrating ball speed or ball flight. So you see anywhere from as low as 1, maybe even 0 degrees of loft, all the way up to maybe 5 or 6, maybe 7 degrees, depending on the weather. But the average is about 4 degrees. That's what I use. It's a 4-degree loft driver, 48 inches long. and I have no idea how to really hit it or control it, but that's why I have a trainer, and that'll be in the next video. And another important aspect of this is the stiffness of the shafts that they use. Your regular flex rating is going to be for like your regular drivers. That means they're going to have a lot of play. But long drive pros, they use a XXX or maybe even stiffer shaft, and that's just to keep the club square on the ball when they come through on their swing. So that's just kind of the quick and dirty, and just some information for anybody that's out there that's interested in being involved in the sport. It's not like your typical golf where you have to go play for 4 hours and hit 18 holes. You can kind of just focus on this aspect of it, and it's a very welcoming group of people, and they have you can play, they have a youth sector and a senior sector, and it's open to everybody. You don't have to have crazy ball speeds to be involved in it, and it's a small sport, and I just think it'd be cool to kind of be a part of bringing light to it and bringing more people into it. So I appreciate the views, and I appreciate all the support I've gotten so far, and if you like this video, just give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care.